This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for room, it's Scott. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting the tackle for loss.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Wants to throw. It's Flowers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fakes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic.
Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Flowers. Fires to the right. Makes the grab.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them over.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy, with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that will give this offense something to think about.
To the air, it's Flowers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll give it on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here comes the Auburn offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Dropping back, it's Flowers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversion.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Buys a little time with his feet. Gonna try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Underwood. Wide out, time to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to throw it. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing. because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the single back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air. It's Flowers. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Using his legs, it's Scott. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under fire.
The ball carried by the quarterback. Big loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Line is set on 3rd down. They'll go to the counter play. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Gain of 9.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Punch it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Give to the running back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously You can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
So here comes the Auburn offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route, but either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Back to throw, it's Flowers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, it's not open. Take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout. Auburn.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Makes it past the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run.
Turning it on! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And back to the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He throws back to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep... All those things come into play throughout this game.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Split backs here. Gets the back moving. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball.
Breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He's going to be stopped a yard or 2 short of the 20. It'll bring a 4th down and decision time.
because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout ball, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Snags it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
At the 40. Good enough for a first down.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one